Yeah, this is your 20th time here and last.
Diane Keaton could have married anyone in Hollywood, yet she never did. Despite the affections of stars like Al Pacino, Woody Allen, and even rumors involving Keanu Reeves, Keaton remained steadfastly single. The reason isn't a lack of love. It's a devotion to independence, self-discovery, and crafting a life on her own terms. Early life and inspirations. Born Diane Hall on January 5, 1946 in Los Angeles, Keaton grew up in a home that appeared traditional but was brimming with creativity. Her father, Jack, worked in real estate and engineering, while her mother, Dorothy, nurtured an artistic spirit with a love for photography and performance. Dorothy's own success, winning the Mrs. Los Angeles pageant, exposed young Diane to the allure of being seen and admired. It wasn't just a proud moment. It was a revelation. Diane realized she wanted a life full of vibrancy and expression, not one confined to routine. Raised in a Free Methodist household, Diane was taught structure and tradition, but she gravitated toward freedom. Influenced by strong women like Katharine Hepburn, she admired characters who carved their own paths instead of waiting to be saved. This inspiration shaped her approach to life and art. At Santa Ana High School, she stood out on stage, performing intense roles such as Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire. Her focus wasn't on impressing others, it was on expressing herself. College didn't hold her long. She attended Santa Ana and Orange Coast colleges, but eventually moved to New York City to pursue acting. At the neighborhood playhouse, she trained in the Meisner technique, learning to listen, respond, and stay present. She also performed in nightclubs to support herself. A pivotal moment came when she joined the Actors Equity Association and discovered another actor had her birth name. She adopted her mother's maiden name, becoming Diane Keaton, a symbolic step toward shaping her own identity. Early career and breakthrough. Keaton's career began on Broadway, first as an understudy in Hair, a show famous for its boundary-pushing content. Keaton declined optional nudity, making a conscious choice to honor her own comfort. Soon after, she auditioned for Woody Allen's Play It Again, Sam. Though initially almost passed over due to her height, she earned the role and a Tony nomination, showcasing her talent and distinctive presence. Film roles followed, beginning with Lovers and Other Strangers, which led to guest appearances on popular TV shows. Then came her breakthrough, being cast as Kay Adams in The Godfather, 1972. Keaton brought a quiet strength to her role as Michael Corleone's girlfriend and later wife. Director Francis Ford Coppola admired her offbeat energy, which translated beautifully on screen. The film became the highest-grossing movie of 1972 and won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Returning for The Godfather Part 2, Keaton saw Kay grow into a more complex character, one capable of asserting her independence. Critics were divided. Some deemed her role small, but others recognized her as the story's quiet linchpin, holding a male-dominated narrative together with subtle power. Romantic life, a Hollywood tale. Keaton's romantic life is legendary, filled with both love and independence. She was never shy about relationships, yet marriage was never her goal. Her lovers included Woody Allen, Al Pacino, Warren Beatty, and rumors of Keanu Reeves. Each romance was intense and unique, spanning decades and defying traditional Hollywood expectations. Her decade-long relationship with Pacino was passionate, but ultimately incompatible. Keaton wanted commitment and marriage. Pacino did not. She even admitted giving him an ultimatum, which he declined. Their connection remained powerful, but she stayed true to her desire for independence. Keaton's relationship with Woody Allen, though deeply personal and creatively inspiring, was equally complicated. Their bond fueled iconic films but never resulted in marriage. Warren Beatty captivated her in the 1980s, but differing life priorities eventually led them apart. Rumored sparks with Keanu Reeves were playful and ambiguous, yet they reflected Keaton's ability to embrace love without needing a traditional framework. Through it all, she remained unapologetically herself, showing that love doesn't require a ring to be meaningful. Choosing independence over marriage. Keaton's choice to remain single stems partly from observing her mother's life. While loving and devoted, Dorothy Hall had put aside personal dreams to raise her family. Witnessing this inspired Keaton to preserve her own ambitions. She feared that marriage might demand compromises she wasn't willing to make, particularly at the cost of her independence and identity. This decision, though unconventional for her generation, allowed Keaton to cultivate a life filled with creative freedom, meaningful work, and personal fulfillment. She did not view singleness as a lack, but as space. Space to explore, to parent intentionally, and to live fully. Motherhood on her terms. In her early 50s, Keaton embraced motherhood, adopting her daughter Dexter in 1996, followed by her son Duke in 2001. These choices were deeply intentional. She did not follow traditional expectations of motherhood. She stepped into it consciously, bringing love and presence to her children while continuing to honor her independence. Parenthood, for Keaton, became a profound act of personal fulfillment rather than societal conformity. Health challenges and triumph. Keaton has also been candid about personal struggles, particularly with an eating disorder in her 20s. Pressured by the industry's standards, she developed bulimia, secretly battling cycles of binging and purging. She later described it as an addiction, acknowledging that recovery is an ongoing process. Her openness about these challenges has contributed to her reputation as a resilient, courageous figure, unafraid to confront life's complexities with honesty. Despite the pressures of Hollywood, Keaton transformed personal struggle into strength, embodying an authenticity rarely celebrated in the entertainment world. She approached aging with transparency, acknowledging the physical and emotional challenges while continuing to thrive creatively and personally. A Hollywood icon. Redefined Diane Keaton's story defies Hollywood's typical narratives. She didn't marry, she didn't conform, and she didn't follow prescribed paths. Instead, she crafted a life that balanced career, independence, and intentional parenthood. She challenged societal norms, proving that a woman can find fulfillment outside traditional roles. Her career remains iconic. Films like Annie Hall, Manhattan, The Godfather series, and Reds showcase her talent, individuality, and distinctive presence. Off-screen, her life embodies principles often overlooked in celebrity culture: personal choice, self-respect, and creative freedom. Legacy of choice. Keaton's legacy extends beyond her films. She has shown generations of women that happiness, love, and success do not require conformity to societal expectations. Marriage, while meaningful to some, was never necessary for her to lead a rich, full life. Instead, she prioritized self-expression, intentional parenthood, and the pursuit of passions on her own terms. Her story resonates because it illustrates the power of choice. Diane Keaton's life demonstrates that independence and love, whether for oneself, one's children, or one's art, can coexist, offering a blueprint for living authentically in a world that often pressures conformity. Conclusion. Diane Keaton is more than a Hollywood legend. She is a testament to living life intentionally. From a young girl captivated by the stage to an independent woman shaping her own narrative, she has pursued fulfillment on her own terms. Her relationships, career, and personal choices reflect a woman unafraid to define her own path. Through love, loss, motherhood, health struggles, and decades in the spotlight, Keaton has remained unwaveringly herself. Her story is not just about fame or talent. It is about courage, independence, and the power of choosing a life that feels authentic. In a world quick to impose labels and expectations, Diane Keaton's life reminds us that the most profound commitment we can make is to ourselves.